What's up, guys? Emster Knows Hoops back today with another video, and today we are talking about one of my favorite players in the NBA and the head of currently the best offense in the NBA, just by statistical reasoning, Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers. If you guys, of course, appreciate content like this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tyrese Haliburton is a player I've been very high on since last season, once he fully got to Indiana for a whole year. Because I feel like it was kind of unfair for both sides of that trade to just kind of take off that very small portion. Haliburton is giving you 24, 12 assists, and about 3 to 4 rebounds on 50, 40, 90 splits. That's elite, guys. I don't know what other word to use. That's elite. Like, to do it at this level, and the Pacers are having an enormous amount of, success right now, we got to do a dive in on it. So today, we're going to do that by taking a look at what Tyrese Haliburton just does so great. But first, I want to take a look at him as a scorer and not just him as a playmaker, because obviously him as a playmaker is nothing short of remarkable. But it's what he does as a scorer that I think can really get him to the next level. So let's take a look. So coming up here, we got the drive in by Bruce Brown. You get the board by Benedict Mathurin. Runs the ball out. Tyrese beats Rozier off the dribble. Because he's such a deadly three-point shooter, you're going to have to respect Haliburton, especially considering he takes a very high volume of threes. So he keeps going, he gets past. And he releases the ball just before Mark Williams is able to jump up. So that way he can get it right over his trajectory and get the tough lay. Or I guess floater, my apologies. And again, this is what I think is so great about this Pacers offense, is that you have Miles Turner, a guy like Benedict Mathurin, who's more than willing to get dirty in the paint to do what he needs to try and get another offensive possession. Or gets a possession in general. Haliburton pushes. Now take a look. The man takes half a second because Haliburton is more than capable of making that pass to Bruce Brown on the wing. That Washington is immediately going back towards Bruce Brown because he's like, I can't let this happen. Obviously, 2 is less than 3, so I've got to try and stop this shot. But instead, gets it out to Turner, right? So they get to recalibrate. And what I think here is so great about the Pacers is, from what I've watched of their film, they love sort of pointing out and calling out where a guy they want to go. So what I mean by that is, in a lot of offenses, you sort of see actions or systems just sort of naturally happen. Like, okay, beginning a set, for example, like, okay, the Hawks are bringing the ball up. They got Trae Young. They're calling Clint Capella up for a pick and roll, which can most likely turn into a pick and pop at worst. You kick it back out to DeJounte on the perimeter, and you sort of just free roll from there. But here, what I've noticed is, in watching Pacers films, they love to point to each other in certain directions, so that not only Tyrese, but Bruce Brown, Miles Turner, Benedict Mathurin, these guys know what they're supposed to necessarily be looking for. So again, let's take a look. He already is going, all right, I'm getting Tyrese. Let's get over here. Let's get him the ball back. Gets the nice little screen action from Turner. And again, there's the issue. You have him as a roll threat. And at this point, this step back is so nice. He just gets so much separation here. Again, let's just take a little look. You get the screen here from Turner. Boom. At this point, I mean, he's at the free throw line. This man, Haliburton's got so much space and time that the 3 ball is just so nice. Now, you could have called a foul on that, but hey, the 3 ball is a 3 ball. That don't matter. Again, that's just what I love about this Pacers offense. It's just so flowing. Again, look, he's got the drive here, and he gets a tough... Now, this is one of the rare moments where Tyrese, I think, kind of gets a little lost. Right? You've got 3 to 4 guys on you. You are a passer. Just make the read. You got Bruce Brown right there. But I think the issue is, at this point, he's thinking he's drawing a foul. He's thinking he's going to get the contact, especially because you've got a guy like P.J. Washington already kind of going to swipe at you. You've got Mark Williams. You got a whole team basically about to jump you. So you're thinking you're going to get a call there. And you can see it too. He gets a little angry, frustrated. But again, those are moments where you can't kind of let the idea of what whistle you could get do versus what you will get. Like, if you're Haliburton here, I know for a fact you're more than capable of making that corner read to Bruce Brown, who can then kick it to Mathurin, and then if the defense adapts again, you get it back to Miles Turner. and you just keep going. So again, this isn't nothing bad. This is nothing terrible. This is just something that I think this offense is already ranked number 1 in the league, and they can make it even better. So again, let's take another look. Haliburton here is going to get a setup for a staggered little screen action of sorts. You're going to then get Miles Turner, then gets it back to Haliburton. And this is more of what I'm sort of looking for in this situation. And now, so I apologize, by the way, for misusing stagger screen. It was not stagger screen. I was thinking it was. So he gets the little screen, gets it right back, right? Gets Haliburton. Now, here's where the things look much better. You've got your big out the paint. Gordon Hayward stuck to his man. At this point, the defense just can't collapse quick enough. These are the sorts of shots that you should be taking. Versus, like in the last clip, again, we're just going to take a look really quick. You give no time for the offense to really develop. So at this point, it's a lot easier for a defense to go, well, forget sticking to my man. They ain't even really set you in their position. I'm going to close in. I'm going to stop this. That's the difference, right? He uses this screen from Turner, and that's well and good, but the rest of the guys aren't even back, so it's not like, again, in this upcoming play, the offense gets set up, defense gets set up, which usually for a team like the Pacers that love, tempo, pace, isn't always the best, but I think for someone like Tyrese who can drive and get to the rim, it's really good because, again, look, the defense has to respect each respective player at that point versus the defense not really being set and Haliburton just driving in on 4. And take a look here. Also, he's already calling to get Hallie the ball back. Already. So you get a little attempt at a staggered screen. At this point, once he gets past these two, and you just have Mark Williams, who I've also made a video on, and he's been playing pretty well, goes up, gets a tough lay. Those are the kinds of shots. If there's going to be tough ones, those are what you take. And you play them naturally. And then just take a look here. Tyrese just slows it down, waits, out to Miles Turner, back over. And again, that is what makes this offense so deadly. My apologies for the slip up. Ball out. Boom. You have to respect Miles Turner as a three-point shooter, so you can't just sort of play a little drop. Boom. Brings it back up. At this point, he doesn't know what's going on. And Tyrese, again, the 40% three-point shooter, can pull it from there. And once you do, again, it makes this team so much harder to guard and to defend against. And now coming up, we're going to be talking about Tyrese Haliburton, the playmaker. I mean, the man is averaging about, I believe, 12 assists right now, leading the NBA, or like 11.8. And it's just so remarkable to see what this man is doing. So let's get right into it and get a look at him as a playmaker. You get the screen action. Boom. This is what I love too. You have to respect it. So the Cavs here mistakenly go for the trap. And a trap is when there's a sort of screen, even if it's a screen and roll or just a slip screen. So like a slip screen is like you don't even really make contact. And the second you do, you're going to roll. And they just sort of try to trap Tyrese. But instead, Tyrese just goes with the beautiful jump pass. And the jump pass is so tough. That's just like, there's nothing better you could do. Again, you get a little slip action. You're going to get the man rolling right here. But this pass is so tough, dude. You get the little in between because, again, they go for a trap. They try and sort of make him have to make some tough decision. But this is where the fault happens because the Cavs defense goes, oh, that's a wide open 3-ball. Let's, again, the roll man get right on through into the paint to get the easy dunk. It's just what they do so well, guys. Like, I don't know how to even describe it. Like, they get the ball back up here, slows it down, waits. Now, this is something that's very interesting to me. He realizes Mathurin's behind him. Mobley hasn't caught up yet, so Mobley wouldn't be good enough to be able to slip up. I mean, not good enough, but like quick enough to catch up the distance. Gets it to Mathurin in almost a anticipating bounce pass. And at this point, Mobley doesn't quite get his feet set. Again, let's just take a look. Slows it down. He's already kind of rushing to try and catch up to where Matherin's even going to go. So at this point, he's committed. He plants his foot, commits. At this point, Mathurin already has the slip on him, and Miles Turner is doing a nice little screen or preventing of the play. So at this point, it's one-on-one with Mobley, and otherwise he's going to commit a foul, which he almost did right here for the tough lay. And that's sort of what I think Tyrese does so well as a playmaker, you guys, is that he knows how to get the best for his guys around him, but not have to make the guy necessarily work their hardest to achieve the bucket. Now, obviously, in some cases, yes, you're going to have to give the guy the ball, and he's going to have to self-create. But I think Tyrese just does such a good job at knowing what everybody wants when they need it. And that's what I think he just does so well. Again, screen action. He's got the solo isolation. Here's another mistake by the Cavs defense. Right? They start to look a little committed. Right? Drives in. Mobley pulls in. And again, that's important. So, I know what you're thinking. Hamster. Actually, this doesn't cause anything because Mobley stays right here. But Mobley is now committed to the paint. If you take a look, he barely steps outside of it. Right? At this point, the whole floor kind of clears out for him. And now you have two scenarios. First of all, Andrew Nembhard. I believe that's Andrew Nembhard. If it isn't, my apologies. He tries to create the open three here, but Mobley goes over to commit. And the second he does that, ball's out his hands, boom, corner three, Miles Turner. Like, that's just what this team does so well, is knowing when their guys need to attack. And again, Tyrese, boom. Again, that's the beautifulness of it. It's just so, like, instinct. You get Miles Turner to set the screen for Mathurin. Clarkson's going to have to go over because he wants to respect what Mathurin can do as a scorer. Now, even the way Tyrese is positioned, it's almost as if, okay, I'm going to pass this out to Mathurin. But no, he's going over the top. And the second he went over the top, it's too late. Clarkson's already committed to going back to Mathurin. John Collins is guarding his man. And at this point, by the time John Collins is back, he's just too little and gets up the dunk. It's just what he does so well, guys. Like, what Tyrese does in this pick and roll, and not just, a lot of people I've seen talk about, it's just Buddy Hield. No. He just is so good at orchestrating the team. So he tries to call around for the action, gets the screen, try and create some separation, drives to the rim. The whole team collapses again. I mean, Markkanen at this point, understandably so. I mean, you have 6 seconds left in the whole, you have 30 seconds left in the second quarter, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. It's like, okay, well, can he really get up? But it's just what he does so well because teams have to respect. Again, there's a reason Tyrese loves the pick and roll, especially with the players he's got. He's got Miles Turner. He's more than a respectable rim pressure guy. So you've got Olynyk, you've got Clarkson, you got freaking almost the whole team going in to try and collapse in case, Haliburton tries anything nice. Boom, out to the corner, 3 ball. Keep you up 6. It's just remarkable what he does. Now, there is something I want to talk about a little bit. The Pacers are struggling with is obviously their defense. I think Tyrese is an okay defender. I think with his size and stuff, he should be a solid one. Like, I don't think he should be like a Drew Holiday or like Derek White, someone like that. But I think he could put in a little more effort. But I'm going to show you guys just why I believe this and why I think he's capable of this next level, this extra effort jump, if you will. So you're going to get Kobe White here. Of course, it's... Man, the Bulls are going to get a video soon, guys. I'm really reaching the point. I don't even know if there's going to be footage on the screen. Like, it might just be me, full face cam, and I'm just rambling. I can't stand to watch this basketball team. But we're going to continue. Kobe White gets the ball up, tries to hit Levine. And it's so interesting because it feels like, in a way, Tyrese, when he guards some of these guards, it's almost like he's reading the play as if he would try and make it for his guys. So you see, you got Vooch, so then you got Levine on the screen and roll. Haliburton's ready. Haliburton has the idea that Kobe's looking to pass. He's not looking to score here. He's able to tip the ball and help get a possession for the Pacers. And again, this is one of the weaknesses, right? Hallie's just ball watching here. He's not really trying to do anything. But Hallie in his, again, it's going a little bit of the weakness. It's slow attempt to get back up to my man, Io DeSumo. Vucevic loses the ball. Hallie's able to get it back up, and they're rolling. Guys, this is what Tyrese Haliburton is just so incredible with. And it's what I love about his game. I mean, again, the man's giving you 24, 12, and 4 on 50, 40, 90. And while I thought this team was going to be good offensively for sure, no doubt about it, I would have never, ever thought that they would be this good off the bat. Like, what this team is providing entertainment-wise, it's almost like, I guess unironically, funny enough, it's almost like the East version of the Kings, except this team is younger, so I kind of believe in them and their upside a lot more. No disrespect to the Kings. Love their game. What they do is fantastic and fun to watch. Look, you've got the first-ranked offense in the league with 121.5. Now, again, the defense isn't very good. But I think they'll figure that out. I don't know if they'll figure it out. I don't know if they'll figure it out in terms of just like, oh, they're a really good defense now. But I think they'll figure it out in terms of their acceptable defense. As always, guys, this is Amsterdam Knows Hoops. This is a super fun video for me to do. I love Tyrese Haliburton. I love this Pacers team. They're a super fun team to watch. Haliburton's one of my favorite players in the league. So as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This was Amsterdam Knows Hoops. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. Peace out.